guys, okay, so I'm sitting here editing this video and I don't have an intro, so I'm going to do one really quickly. So this is the fourth of the 4th of July looks for this year. I'm going to be doing my hair and my makeup and showing you the outfit. This one is a little bit more of a dressier up kind of look and not quite as dramatic, but still fun and bringing that 4th of July festive look to you guys. So if you're interested in seeing the video, then just keep watching. Okay, so first let's do the hair. I just took my braids out, so it's kind of got a little bit of a kink to it. I would normally wear it like this. This is my normal, like, everyday kind of look, but I want to show you guys a little bit of something different with this look. This look is going to be a little bit more dressed up, if you will. I mean, I'm gonna be in shorts, so it's not like super dressed up, but it's a little bit nicer of a shirt. We're gonna be wearing heels, and I'm thinking I want the look to be a little bit more, not so in your face, a little bit more subdued, but still having that red, white, and blue to it. But in saying that, I want to make the hair look cute. So I want to curl it with you guys, show you how I do it, and what I use. Letting this little baby warm up. It is a Conair spiral curler. I do not know where it came from. It was gifted to me by someone that did not like it, and I'm obsessed with it, and I've had it for years. Not for 4 years, I've had it 4 years. So it's kind of a little bit old. We're gonna let that warm up and then we'll start curling. Okay, so anytime I use heat on my hair, I always use a heat protectant, and you should as well. My favorite heat protectant that I have used in all of my years, professional and non-professional, is the Total Results Mega Sleek Iron Smoother, and it protects up to 450 degrees. I'm obsessed with this stuff, and it doesn't make your hair sticky, and it does really good with humidity control and resistance. I'm obsessed. Like, you have to go try it. And it smells really good too, which is an added bonus. And then we're just curling. Nothing too crazy. Biggest tip I have is do not start at the bottom and work your way up, whether it's a spiral like this or a regular curling iron, because you're gonna snap and burn those ends. Start in the middle, work it up, and then slowly work down. Obviously, the longer your hair is, sometimes the harder it is to work it down because you've got so much wrapped up. Try to be a little bit loose, but just please, 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 for the protection of your hair, whether there's a heat protectant in it or not, do not start at the bottom and just roll it up because it will burn those ends. Your ends are the oldest and they have been through the most, so we want to protect them and be easy on them. And they don't have the weight pulling them down, because we all know the longer your hair gets, the heavier it gets. Well, the top is usually where people complain that their hair is straight and their ends are curly, and that is typically the culprit, is they'll start at the bottom and work their way up. This doesn't really get curled and the ends are getting super curled and burnt. So try this out, guys, using a heat protectant and starting in that middle and working your way up and then slowly working down. Especially the longer your hair is, you will find that it will hold the curls a lot better and you won't have such straight, you know, root to mid-length area. Woo! So as you saw, it was kind of not wanting to curl down, so I just let loose of some of that was already there, and then it allowed me to bring that curling iron down some. Another key thing to note is to not get too big of sections. So another thing that a lot of people will do is get too big of sections, and then their hair is not able to actually get heated evenly, and so it's not going to curl right. So whether you're curling or straightening or using a round brush while you're blow drying, make sure that the sections aren't too wide or too thick. So typically you want to look at the size of whatever tool you're using, and you don't want to get wider than that or thicker than that. So however thick, whatever it is you're using, that is a way to really help you be able to evenly do your hair where you're not having to keep going over that same section. You know, you always have that same section that just doesn't straighten or doesn't curl right, and you keep going over it and going over it. You're just burning the edges, and it's not actually heating the inside. It's kind of like cooking a burger. If it's too hot, it'll burn the edges, and it won't get the inside, and you're gonna have that raw inside. So you want to do it nice and slow and do it evenly and get small enough sections so that you are heating the inside and it's able to give you that curl or straighten that you desire. Okay, so another key thing that I see happen a lot is people will curl their hair or straighten it, and then they're touching it or they're letting it sit on their shoulders. Like if you have shoulder length hair and you're trying to straighten it and you let it sit on your shoulder, and then people will complain about it flicking up. So here's the deal, Pickles. If you touch your hair before it's done cooling, you're changing that pattern. So whenever you heat your hair, it actually will change the inside of your hair. There's actually a bond that can be changed by water and heat. And whenever you're heating it, it breaks that down. And then where it cools is where it sets. So think of cooling, letting it cool as it freezing the style. So try not to touch your hair until your hair is cooled off, because then that is set. Now, I hear a lot of people say, but my curls are too tight and I don't like them that tight, but they're falling out in like an hour or two for them. So one of the biggest things is, I know it looks scary and it looks super tight and they like shrunk up big time and all of that, but you would rather them be tighter for a little bit longer, but not this tight, but the thing is let them cool. Don't touch them. I know it looks scary at first when you first take them out of a curling iron. Like, that's a small curling iron for my length of hair, but I love it because my curls stay forever, all day, multiple days. Like, it is what I want, and that's what most people want, but they touch their hair too soon, or they pull the curls out too soon with their fingers. So don't touch it, let it cool all the way, do whatever you need to do. Mine is cool now, we've been talking, so I'm gonna stand up and show you guys what I actually do with my hair when I'm trying to get it ready and set after I've done curled it and it's cooled off. Okay, so we've let it set, it's cooled. What I like to do is, you can see how tight these are, guys, like super tight spiral curls. Obviously, I don't want to look like Pippi Longstocking, like, or whatever her name was. I don't want to look like that. I like mine being loose and just like nice curls. So I just run my hands through it and blow those curls out. And another thing is with a spiral curler, all of your curls go the same direction, which really sucks. If you don't have a spiral curler, try to do your curls in different directions, because then they don't all try to wad up. But I love the spiral curler in my hair personally. But if you don't have a spiral curler and you're using a normal curling iron, try to make them go in different directions. It'll look more natural and not so like all the same, and then you won't have this problem where they all go into one curl, because that's what happens when you curl them all in the same direction. They'll all go together, and people complain to me all the time about, oh, I just get one big curl. See this? It'll happen while you're just going through the day if they're all curled the same direction. I do not mind it personally, but if you don't like that look, curl your hair in opposite directions. So like some towards and some back away, and then you'll get different movements and different textures, and they won't all blend together like that. So once I get them kind of blown out, if I need a little bit more, I will actually sling my hair. So give me a second. And then that will actually make it look a lot bigger as well, which I personally really like. Now let me see here with my mirror. With my ends, I love to have some type of like shine spray or oil in them, just to kind of smooth them down and make them look nice and give them some hydration. So I'm gonna use the Matrix Oil Wonders Amazonian oil. It will help control and smooth. You can use this on wet and dry hair. That particular oil is one of the smallest molecules for oil ever. And I actually have tested it on my dry hair. And did 14 pumps of it and put it in one spot just to see if it would actually soak in. It took it a little while, but it did. So I've tested it, it's tried and true, and you can put this on dry hair. Don't be silly though and do that, because that's not real life. That was 2 pumps. I moved it through my hands, ran it through my ends and mids wherever I kind of needed it. And that will just help control and give some hydration, shine, and control to your hair. So here's my ends now. So that's how I personally do my hair. This is how I like it. And those are some tips and tricks to maybe help you maybe fix some things if you're not liking the way your hair is curling, or to help it stay longer, or just give you some ideas. So now let's get to the makeup. Okay, so I went and washed my hands so that I didn't have hair oil on them and then touching my face. So got this clip back on the top with just like a little butterfly clip, just so it's out of my face so I can do my makeup. Now, I am trying to do a different kind of look and different products than what we've been using on our previous 3, since this is the 4th of the 4th of July looks for this year. So I pulled out some stuff we haven't used on some of the videos. Some of them we have, but I try to do most that we haven't. And I wanted to do a little bit more of a full coverage look for you guys, because here lately we've just been doing powder or like CC creams and like just more like soft and natural. But I wanted to do a full coverage for those of you that love full coverage. So I want to start with my face, but that's kind of the synopsis of what we're gonna do today. So let's go ahead and prime our eyes. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. This is a little travel sample size, but it still works the same. And I'm just gonna put that on my ring finger and then work that onto the eyelid And I really want to do kind of a more easy eye look today, and not be so crazy, but we'll see what we come up with. But I'm thinking I would like to have more of like an eyeliner type of look. Sorry, I couldn't get my brushes. I'm going to use discontinued eyeshadow palettes, guys. P.S. I'm sorry, but it is a 4th of July look, so no one's gonna go buy stuff for 4th of July. By the time you see this, just use what you've got at home. So I'm gonna take advantage and use discontinued eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna set my eye with this color here. This is an Urban Decay palette that was a limited edition, but I still use it to this day and I still love it. But I try not to use too many of those in my videos. Everything will be linked down below per usual on all of the products that I use and a link to them. If it is a discontinued product, I will label that down below, and then I will also link you to just their main website page so that you can explore, if you would like, on what they do offer. So we've got that set so we don't have any issues. That is just kind of like a nude natural color. Now let's go in. I'm using the BH Party Girl palette, which was a limited edition when it came out. So it is super old, but it has a red, white, and blue, and they just so happen to be all right here together. So it makes my life very easy. So I'm going to use that. I'm gonna go in with the white, and I am just going to place that on the lid plus a little bit above, because those of us that have hooded eyes have a little bit of an issue with our eyeshadow work being seen. So I go a little bit higher than my actual like eyelid so that it can be seen a little bit better. And then I'm gonna really pack that on right here on just the regular lower lid part. And then I'm gonna go in with this is an interesting brush. It is just a flat top stiff brush, like it's super stiff, and I like to use this one if I want to have like an eyeliner. Ooh, this looks crazy right now. I look dead. Ooh, going in like with an eyeliner for a look, I'll use this little guy. So I want one eye to be a red eyeliner and then one eye to be a blue eyeliner is what I'm imagining. So let's go in and do that. So I did opposite. So red on top, blue on bottom, blue on top, red on bottom. This looks crazy. Wah! But it's 4th of July. You gotta have some craziness. I'm not loving the white though. That is the biggest thing I'm not really caring for. So I am going to buff that out some because I'm not liking the way that was looking. I'm just gonna go in with kind of a nude color in this palette. So I'm still in that BH palette. A little bit better Then we'll go in with a pointed tip into that white and highlight that brow bone. And then if we need to fix that after we do lashes, after we do our brows, then we can. But while I've got the palette open, go ahead and do that. Okay, and then I'm going to try to smooth out. I'm gonna leave that flat square top shadow brush out, and then whenever we're doing our face, I'm going to try to fix it up a little bit and see if we can tighten this up some, and then leaving it out in case we need it to fix up anything. I am trying to get rid of a primer. We finally got through the teeny tube of the Benefit Professional. Now I'm trying to get through my Mary Kay primer. Don't love it, don't hate it, just get rid of it so I can get some more in my collection. So I am going to go ahead and use that and get our face primed for our foundation. And then just be super, super careful around your eyes if you do them first so that you're not dragging that makeup off unless you're trying to fix it. But I would recommend doing that with the foundation or the concealer. Not the best part, you guys are gonna die. So I bought this foundation, used it once, obsessed with it, twice, obsessed with it. I think I've worn it twice, maybe 3 times. And I'm like, why the heck am I not using it? It's towards the back of my foundation, like cubby thingy. And so I just very rarely grab for it, but I need to use it because it is amazing. So it is the Tarte Face Tape foundation, and it is a full coverage foundation, and it is bomb.com. So I wanted to use that for those of you that love a full coverage. This is bar none. I'm obsessed with this foundation. It will probably always be a staple in my collection, but again, I need to have it towards the front so I'll use it because I don't see it in the back of my little cubby thing. So either that or I need to get a different situation of organization. But it was a really, really good foundation. And I did buy this in the winter, so it is probably going to look a little bit light, but that's okay. We will bronze to get it closer to the color we need it to be. And then if you need to conceal, now would be the time. I'm not really seeing anything that needs concealed, but I will go ahead and just do a little bit right under eye just to perfect right here with the eyeshadow. It's not really looking that bad, but just in case I am going to go ahead and do this, so give me a perfect time to do that. And I am using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer to do that. I mean, if you even have like slightly good skin, this Tarte foundation is not going to make you need a concealer. It will take care of it for you. But if you do still have some spots, you can grab them really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera and do my brows so you guys don't have to watch that because I do those in almost every single one of my normal videos for the holidays. Let's cut it short a little bit, especially since we have that hair. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got those brows on. I used the Benefit Ka-Brow brow pomade, and then I just touched up the ends and any of my bald spots that don't want to hold that color with the Precisely My Brow by Benefit as well. We are just going to set a little bit in my T-zone area and where I get a little bit more oily than I would like to be with my It Bye Bye Pores pressed powder, and we're just gonna use a fluffy brush to do that. And we're just gonna tap it, you know what, let's just tap it all over. We're just gonna tap it all over just to mattify a little bit, blur those pores, and just look super happy. Let's set the brows with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. It is just a clear gel. We're just going to get them all set in place so they don't move on us. We don't want them doing anything crazy. It's a really good, I like this one in the summer a lot, or if I'm gonna be outside. I believe it's waterproof. Invisible shaping and setting gel for brows. It doesn't say, but I feel like it is. It probably isn't. Don't quote me. Okay, let's bronze and sculpt just a little bit with the Stila Stay All Day Contouring Bronzer for face and body in the shade medium. I'm obsessed and I'm getting freaked out. I went to look up online the other day and I'm pretty sure it's discontinuing because I couldn't find it. And I'm gonna be really upset because this was my first like love of bronzers. Because I had given up on bronzers until I found this one. So I'm gonna be sad if it is going away. It is definitely a cooler tone bronzer, but that's why you can use it as a contour or a bronzer. But oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And I am gonna bring it down on my neck, kind of bring everything together. I'm not freshly fake baked, but I've got just enough on that I want to get a little bit more bronzed on my face. Ooh, we made those little sideburns get all crazy. Let's blush with our Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Saucy Mauve. Gorgeous color. Gives a little bit of a shine as well and has amazing color payoff and just looks I love, love, love this blush. I actually just really like everything from the Butter line. Ooh, girl. Yes. Okay, let's highlight with the ColourPop Lunch Money is the shade, and it's Super Shock Cheek Pearlized highlighter. This is what it looks like. Gorgeous, amazing color. It does take a little bit of buildup sometimes, depending on the kind of payoff that you're looking for. I find that if I do use a blush that has a highlight to it, I don't need to build it up quite as much for the amount of highlight I like. Because I like to glow, especially for the holidays. Like, I need to glow like the fireworks. And since this is the last video, I hope you guys super enjoyed them and it gave you some inspiration, even if not for this year, maybe next year, to just have fun and do crazy stuff, because why the heck not? It's makeup and the holidays are meant to be fun, not be normal, okay? Let's set this face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. There was a bird that almost flew into my window. Oh, I bet you has a nest up there because it just flew back down again. I love this stuff. All right, face is set. I'm gonna do mascara, lashes, and I'll be right back to finish off the look, do the lips, show you guys the whole outfit. I am going to use the IT Superhero Mascara. I will be right back. Okay, we got the lashes on, got the mascara on, had some random person pulling up in my driveway. That was fun. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's kind of a good thing I didn't try to record that because that was weird. So anyways, now we're going to do our lips, and I am going to use a Kiss Me by Liveglam. This was a monthly subscription box. I am not currently using it anymore. They are great lipsticks. I just don't want to have a monthly subscription anymore to them. So nothing against them. I just don't want to deal with it. And when we moved, that was one of my decisions to drop. So Poison Apple is the name of this one. I did use it in a other 4th of July video. I don't remember which one, and I loved it. So we're gonna use it again. It is gorgeous, and all of these lipsticks are matte. I think there's one that I have that's not. They might have regular ones now, but all the ones I had pretty much were matte, and the color payoff is amazing. And my lips are super, super dry, so ignore that. All right, got the lips on. So we're definitely 4th of July ready. Oops, that was loud, sorry. I am just taking that highlighter and just kind of tapping it on that Cupid's bow again, just a little bit, and then touching it anywhere where I want just a little bit more highlight. Perfect. And then if you want to spray and set one more time, you can. I want to. I love the way this feels, and it makes it last forever. All right. Perfect. So this is the final look for the makeup. Obsessed. I do like having the lashes on. It definitely brought the eyeliner look together and not quite so crazy. I hope that you guys like this makeup look, give you some inspiration. I did overdraw my lips, so if they look a little bit different, that is why. Now let me show you the whole look together. I am trying to get the whole look in the shot and it is not working. We're missing the heels, so I'm just going to kick this little guy up and show you. They are red heels, super cute, and I love them. So that is what they look like. They've got that little bow on the side. I've got some high-waisted white shorts on with a cute little blue birdie detail with a red belt on it for the shirt. And I just love this look together. It's not a lot of red. That's why I really wanted to have that red lip. But these shoes are just to die for. And when I wore it last year, everyone was obsessed with my heels. It was actually from a wedding. But they're not the most comfortable, but they're super cute, so we deal with it. But yeah, guys, this is the whole look, makeup, hair, and outfit. I hope that you enjoyed this whole tutorial and maybe found some inspiration so that you can do one of these looks, since we did 4 for your 4th of July look. And just remember, guys, have fun. It's just makeup and it's a holiday, so do it, and who cares what anyone thinks. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave me a like, a comment down below of what you would like to see next. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so you know when my next one goes up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!